Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to take a look at the price action of Swipe, as Swipe has made some very nice moves over the last couple days. Can Swipe keep up this bullish momentum, and what could be some possible short to mid-term targets? I'm going to pull up this chart and show you what I'm looking at. Swipe USDT on the daily. So toggling into the price action here, I see that Swipe has been making some good moves to the upside. And it's nice to see that coming in on strong volume down below as the volume gets above the moving average as well as engulfing the last several days of volume read. However, when I gently caress my mouse out, I see that Swipe has been on a pretty significant downtrend for quite some time. So the question is has Swipe finally found itself a macro bottom, and is it ready to put in work to the upside? Well, I am starting to see some signs that that could very well be the case. First and foremost, I've mapped in a liquid zone here that's very important to be paying attention to, and that has a top side coming in at 62 cents and a bottom side coming in at 55 cents. From this point here to this point here, I do see some bullish divergence on the RSI that is certainly playing out at this point in time. However, I can see that the 200 simple moving average is still rejecting price action, as you can see this test back here, and now you can see that happening again here. I do see, though, however, that the major notable moving averages are beginning to try to reposture themselves bullishly. But at the end of the day, what I'm going to need to see is Swipe to close a daily candle body above that 200 simple moving average. That is coming in around $1.39. If Swipe is able to get a daily candle body closure above $1.39 on strong convincing volume, then I think that's going to initiate a test back up to this horizontal here, coming in at $1.56. If Swipe can get any daily candle body closures up above that, then I think a test of this liquid zone would be the next move for Swipe. This has a bottom side coming in at $1.85 and a top side coming in at $1.97. If Swipe is able to get any daily candle body closures up above that liquid zone, then I think that Swipe would be certainly confirming a reversal at that point in time, and more upside would definitely be the next area of interest that I'd be looking to. Down here on the RSI, taking a closer look, I do see that the exponential moving average is aggressively sloped to the upside, and I do see the RSI getting back into the bullish control zone. I can see on the last two attempts it was rejected, so hopefully that on this third attempt it can stay up in that area as it tries to resolve getting above this 200 simple moving average. Down below in the stochastics, they are also in the bullish control zone and nicely sloped to the upside, signaling that the buyers aren't done just yet. Down below in the MACD is essentially rhyming with the other two oscillators as the moving averages are pointed north and the island of histogram continues to be printed in a positive manner. So all in all, this is looking good. This is certainly a pivot point at the very least on the market. I do view this as a potential bottom for Swipe, but of course I'm going to have to see that through a series of daily candle body closures along the way. If Swipe comes down and closes a daily candle body below the bottom side of this liquid zone at $1.14, then I think it's likely to come in and test at least the 10 or the 21 exponential moving average, and those are both coming in roughly around $1. And hopefully Swipe would be able to pick itself back up and eventually work up above the 200 simple moving average. At the end of the day, I'm going to want to see those daily candle body closures ultimately up above this liquid zone here, and I'd love to see all these major notable moving averages get above that 200 as well. And then I think the next bullish the bull trend for Swipe would be intact at that point in time. And of course, we must keep our gaze fixed upon Bitcoin right now, as Bitcoin is having itself a nice bounce off the 55, but is still under pressure. And we all know that if Bitcoin decides to roll over here, it's likely to drag the alts down with it and will likely take the wind out of Swipe's sails as it does that. Bitcoin being on its beautiful tear for the last while and putting in a new all-time high, it's not unreasonable to think that there's going to be these corrections along the way. And overall, I view them as quite healthy for the market. You can see that Bitcoin has already played out a good 30% move to the downside here, but Bitcoin can pull back up to 40% even in macro bullish conditions. So if I stretch this down to the to 40% right here, you can see that comes somewhere between this liquid zone here and this 89 exponential moving average here. I'm not going to be looking for that to take place until there's at least a daily candle body closure below the 55 on strong volume. If Bitcoin does get a daily candle body closure below that 55, then I think it'll likely be a quick test of that 89. And that 89 is coming in at 26,000. If Bitcoin completely disrespects the 89, then likely it will bounce off the top side of this liquid zone here at 24,411. And this could be a very notable area of interest for Bitcoin to finally find its footing and work its way back up. But at the time of the recording, recording, Bitcoin has an honest chance to do that right here, right now. So we're gonna have to see what Bitcoin does coming into the weekend here, as well as the rest of the alt sector. And then of course, Monday's new trading week will be a very interesting one to stay focused on. But overall, if Bitcoin can work its way back up in here, then I think a lot of the alts are gonna have plenty of opportunity to breathe and to run, and likely do well against their Satoshi pairings as well as against their dollar pairings. Of course, if Bitcoin makes some major moves to the upside, then perhaps the altcoins don't do so well against their Satoshi pairing, but they'll likely still do good against their dollar and tether pairings. Anyways, you guys, thanks so much for coming by and checking out this video. I hope you guys are all doing well out there and have yourselves a powerful day.